When she finally pushed open the coffin and saw John's body, the princess still couldn't believe it. The man who let down the whole world, the one who never let her down, was really gone. At that moment regret hit her like a storm. 5 years ago, John was a genius praised across the land. Legends said, whoever had the Qilin could rule the world. Several princes tried to win John's favor, but he chose the least favored princess. Years later, with his help, the woman's status shot up, second only to the king. Unexpectedly, the princess fell for a wandering musician, and publicly tried to cancel the royal engagement with John. She wanted to marry the musician. The king knew, with John's backing, the kingdom would stay strong. John's grandfather insisted. The king forced the princess to marry John. From then on, the princess hated John. Just a year after the wedding, the king passed away. When she took the throne, the first thing she did was fire John's grandfather from his position as chancellor. Then she locked John in the cold palace, making him review documents in freezing rooms to secure her reign. He drained himself dry and his time was short. The princess still thought he was faking, playing for sympathy. She ordered the guards to put out the stove, and forbade John from making any medicine. The smell of herbs would make the schemer uncomfortable. Then they left, disgust on their faces. The next day, the schemer returned to provoke John, bragging and sharing a secret. He never just accidentally saved the princess. The so-called encounter was all planned. Even telling John the secret didn't scare him. The princess wouldn't believe a word. Before leaving, the schemer said something else. John's grandfather has been kneeling at the princess's palace all night. If they hurry, they might still make it in time. Turns out grandfather wanted the sick grandson freed from the palace chains. He begged the princess to divorce John and give him back his freedom, but the princess kept her doors shut, leaving the old man kneeling in the snow. When John rushed over, he saw the scene. His heart shattered. He hurriedly got his grandfather to go home. Then, the princess finally opened the gate. Grandfather said John was gravely ill, and begged the princess for mercy, to divorce John and let him return home. But the princess had a grudge against John's family. She thought their sick act was disgusting. Her words angered the crowd. Without the old chancellor, and the Qilin prince helping all these years, their nation wouldn't be the strongest of the six. The princess wouldn't sit high on the throne. The schemer stepped up to stir trouble, claiming they used past small deeds to force the princess. Hearing this, the princess flew into a rage, telling John she would never divorce. Only death could separate them. Then she slammed the palace doors. Grandfather spat blood in shock, and fainted. The next day John knelt before the princess, begging for the Millennia Snow Lotus to save his dying grandfather. But the schemer whispered poison again, and the princess was still furious over yesterday. Just seeing John's pale face kneeling non-stop, she grabbed him up. Noticing his body felt light, she couldn't believe he was really near death. In a huff, she made John kneel outside 500 times before granting the Snow Lotus. John started kneeling outside from sunrise until the last light faded. The princess watched. Seeing his forehead bleeding, she felt a twinge of pity, but her tsundere pride still too proud to bow, so she made the schemer deliver the Millennia Snow Lotus. Meanwhile, John had finished kneeling 500 times. Just when he thought he could finally get it, the schemer lied on purpose, saying the princess had ordered she would rather destroy the lotus than give it to him.